on the mountain, Lord.
I hope you'll pray for me for a moment of time. If I thought I could be blessed like Brother Randy was, I'd run it here. I was reading a little story about a man that lived in England a long time ago. 100 years ago or 200 years ago maybe. This man was a Christian, and the little story said he had read the Bible over 300 times. Okay? Often on his knees. He liked to read it on his knees, and when I read that I thought of my uncle, my mom's brother. Every time we would be at his house, if he opened the Bible up to read, he was on his knees. And I read a little farther on, and it talked about this man and his life, and he said he started a school, a Christian school. I read that part and I thought of Brother Jerry. He started a Christian school. Many of you may not know that. A man that taught my son, a college professor now, told my son that if it wasn't for Jerry Mann, I would have no education. I would not be a teacher today. He took me and taught me in a little school, a little Christian school. This man said that, I think it was in Bristol, England, Brother James. My mind recalls and reading the story about him, and he said he'd read the Bible over 300 times. And when the reporter came to him, he was down on his knees reading, and he was old, and he said, "Is there anything that you would like to do different in your life?" And he said, "I'd like to read more." He said, I would like to understand more about the excellence of Jesus Christ."
Amen.
That was this man's thought. This man taught over 10,000 children, the story said, with no money, nothing,
Yeah, they were amazing.
but just leaning on God in His way. I read that and I thought, Lord, how small we are here. How mighty you really are. How little we really try to do things. We think we do something great by coming to church every Sunday, Ron.
Yeah.
And it is good, men and women, to be in church every Sunday. Don't get me wrong. But we serve God every day of our life.
Amen.
Somewhere. I hope you'll pray. I don't know. That was on my mind. Brother Randy was so wonderfully blessed. In this life, you're going to have problems. In this life, you're going to have heartaches. In this life, you're going to have disappointments. You're going to go through things in life that sometimes you just don't understand why. But if you go through this life without God, you're the biggest fool that ever was.
Amen.
If you go through this life with God in your heart and in your mind, then all these problems, He'll be there with you.
Yes.
And He'll make a way for you. I know that because He has for me. He has for Brother James,
Amen.
Brother Jerry, Brother Randy. We're not exempt from problems, Brother BJ. Sister Etta May, we're not exempt from heartaches. Trials and troubles are coming our way. If they're not come your way, they will soon. But isn't it wonderful tonight to know that we have a mighty hand? The excellence, as that old man wrote, the excellence of Jesus Christ being with us and walking with us. That's why I say we don't fear men, Brother Cody, but we fear God, who can destroy both soul and body. That's what His word was, wasn't it? Don't fear man, who can just destroy this body, but yet fear God, who can destroy both soul and body. Pray for a moment of time. I don't know.
Sing your song.
my last tomorrow. I'm holding my last breath. Goodbye, sweet world of sorrow. My new life begins
Yes,
with
Lord.
death.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
I am standing on the mountain. I can hear those angel songs. I am reaching over Jordan. Take my hand.
He will.
Lord, lead me home. All my burdens are behind me, for I prayed my final prayer. But don't you cry over my body, for that's not me lying there. I'll be standing on the mountain. I can hear those angel songs. I am reaching over Jordan. Take my hand, Lord, lead